social identity dimensions and the customer behavior in social media. It's a customer behavior personal research presented to Dr. Rehan Farouk, made by Shreen Sayed, Group 62J. With the continuous development of technological progress, customer use and purchase behaviors have also changed with the emergence of new tools such as social media. As more and more marketeers shift their focus to attracting customers to participate in the development of their marketing mix through social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook. They found that customer purchases are promoted in this environment. Usage behavior contributes to basic user groups, and purchase behavior generates company revenue. For companies, finding the common factors that affect these two behavior will help improve marketing effects. Based on a review of documents, this study identified social identity as a common factor in the context of social media. The rapid dissemination and the growing popularity of social media, such as online social networking sites, it was accompanied by rapid changes in customer behavior. People spend about 6.5 hours per day on social media interacting, sharing, and communicating with members of social network. This behavioral change for reliance of social media has magnified dramatically. A recent survey of 170,000 internet users in USA found that average users spend 1.72 hours per day on social network. It is an evidence that members of Generation Z living in the digital age between the ages of 8 and 18. According to a study of this young generation, on average young people spend more than 6.5 hours on screen media. Marketers realize the potential of social media to attract users to the platform and now use it as a tool to improve customer acquisition and management to increase sales prospects. Social media service provider with analytic capabilities can provide advertisers with highly complex data to effectively target customers and personalize products and services according to their personal preference. If social media business managers can identify common factors that affect both social media usage and the customer buying behavior, they can cumulate their large customer base and convert into buyers. The investing on these common factors helps the online service providers in the social media industry generate additional value for active users. Therefore, this method also improves marketing effectiveness and emergence of social network. Moreover, it expanded significantly due to its capabilities of social network to meet the needs of users to maintain their social identity. This research aims to solve the gap by further exploring and examining the dimensional influence of social identity on behavior, use, and purchase intention. Social identity refers to the perception of belonging and to the human group. social identity and its dimension show that people define themselves in terms of personal and social aspects, while personal identity describes the unique character in person, including personal characteristics and ability. There are three dimensions necessary for the individual to identify with the group: cognitive dimension, evaluation dimension, and emotional dimension. Number one, cognitive dimension of social identity refers to individual perception of belonging and involving a process of self-categorization. Also, people can classify themselves based on their job, nationality, gender, group membership, and distribution. The cognitive dimension of social identity has a positive impact on the use and purchasing behavior of members of social networks. Number two, evaluation dimension represents the self-esteem of the group. The dimension of evaluation of social recognition had a positive impact on members of social networks use the purchase behavior. Number three, the emotion dimension is related to emotional investment in this recognition. The emotional dimension of social identity has a positive impact on usage and buying behavior of members of social networks. With the continuous development of technological progress, customer use and purchase behaviors have also changed with the emergence of new tools such as social media. As more and more marketers shift their focus to attracting customers to participate in the development of their marketing mix through social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook. They found that customer purchases are promoted in this environment. Usage behavior contributes to basic user groups, and purchase behavior generates company revenue. For conclusion, the main goal of this research was to test the dual influence of social identity on the behavior of online customers, and to explore and investigate whether the unique component of social identity. The research results showed that users generated social identification with virtual groups, and users even generated social identification through platforms promoting these groups. When a member of an online social network agrees with the social media platform, they are more likely to continue to use the website and make purchases. In other words, the discovery of confirms our proposition that social identity can use a common factor while driving use the purchase behavior. The analysis shows that emotional dimension of social identity has a greater impact on usage behaviors, accounting for 16% of the variance of usage behaviors, while the cognitive and evaluation dimensions of social identity have more significant impact on purchases. In addition, different aspects of social identity affect users' behavior in various ways. Only emotion identity can affect user behavior, while cognitive and evaluation identity can significantly affect purchasing behavior. For purchasing behaviors, the influence of the evaluation component of social identity is twice that of the cognitive dimension. Thank you.